بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. النهارده هنقول المحاضرة الثالثة بالنسبة للهندسة التحليلية. And we are going to talk about the ellipse. Ellipse, one of the conical sections, and this will be something like an oval shape, and this oval shape has one smaller axis and one bigger axis, a larger axis, and both of them are intersect in that point, and it has two vertex point for each end of the largest one, and we have this one, that the center intersection point, and we have two focus, one focus of there and one focus of the other side. As you see, whenever you have the smaller one, it will be X, and the biggest one is it will be smaller one it will be Y, and the bigger one it will be X, and we can change the direction of that one, so it will be X, the largest one, and Y it will the X will be larger one, and the Y it will be the smallest one. Let's see what is an ellipse. Ellipse is a geometric place of a point moving in the plane, so that the sum of its dimensions from two fixed points in the place is fixed, and the two fixed points are known as the ellipse foci. How to create an ellipse? As you see, we have the both intersect axes. One smaller one, we call it B, and the largest one we call it A, because extended from A plus to A minus, and this one from B plus to B minus. And if we have focus just one, and this the other one in the other side, one is plus and one is minus, and both of them we call it F1 and F2. If we see that this distance between BF, that's 1, making when that point moving around, so this one it will draw that ellipse from that side, and the other point will be draw this one from the other side. I have most important things that BF1, this one, plus BF2, this one, will equal 2A's, means that distance. And this most important thing that we have the eccentricity of E equal F divided A. Let's see the central differences, that the ratio determines the circulate range or amplitude of the ellipse. The central difference is given by the formula E equal F over A, and this ratio, it will be from 1 to 0. 0 means circle, and 1 means this one, it will be so long, and B it will be diminished, or it will be very small. Let's see. As you see here, that if I'm going to see this one is 6 and the other one 4, see, the more you're going to 0, it will be circle. if we're going down there, it will be 4, 6, 8. So more oval. The more that one increase, the circle it will be the shape, and the more that decrease, so it will be the shape, it changed to the oval again, our ellipse. The abstract of that when increasing the eccentricity, you will go to the oval, and when be 0 it will be the circle. We are going to talk about this C and that focus. So the more focus coming to that place, this will be changed to circle, and the more that one goes away, so it will give me what's called ellipse shape. The general equation of for the ellipse is x square over a square plus y square over b square equal 1. And this one, it will be the bigger axis, and this one it will be the smaller one. So if you change the both axes, you will change the general equation. See this one, our general equations in when a is x and b with y. Suppose I change it to that face, so that one x y, and this one is x. So the equation will change: x square over b square and y square over a square as a bigger one, because we have it here as a bigger one, and this one as a smaller one. So both of them change when the direction of that bigger one change. So if that's parallel to the x, so this equation will be that thing, and if that changed to be parallel or with y, so that one is changed to a b, and that one will be a. Okay. The relation between the largest and the smallest axis of an ellipse. So the bigger one, its length is 2a. The smallest one, or the smaller one, is 2b. So what will be the relation? It will be b square equal a square 1 minus e square. E is at the centrality of the focus of that ellipse. So we have to memorize this relationship. It's too important when you solve the some problems. So the relation between b and a is coming from that e, and e is coming from f over a. Okay. If we wanted to get the focal length of the ellipse, so the symmetry of that ellipse, we conclude that our focus coming from that AE and 0. 0 is y. So that means that we are talking about a horizontal one, not a vertical one. And this the general normal general equation we have, that corresponding to x equal a over e, plus or minus a vertical focus triangle. It is the ellipse chord that passing through the focus and is perpendicular to the larger x. Of course, that's our talking about. If that's the largest one and this is the smallest one, so that's the tender which is coming through that focus point and parallel to y and the perpendicular on x. عشان كده بنقول عليه الوتر، طول الوتر. So الوتر that means cord or tender, that water that what is coming through from L to L dash. So the length of it is S. Okay. Let's see the length of the vertical focal tender, that one. So it's away from Y with distance AE. And if we say that x coordinate point of L is AE, okay, that means that AE. Alright, and by substituting in the segment equation we get that y coordinate of L, point L. Okay, let's see. So we remove x and we put that one because that's our talking about over A. So both of them is going out and we will get this part from here. So when you move that one, x and x, see, so 8 will goes with a square, and this one it will fix outside here, it will be minus, and then multiply b here in that one, so y squared it will be equal that one. In the same time is that mean we have it as mean or average of L s square. Okay, so L square here it will be equal b over 4 over a square. Okay, coming from what? How can we get this one? How can I get this one? I can get this one from to get that part here, I will get it from there, that L capital equal 2 L's equal 2b square over A, and when you add that over there, because that L square, so this A 2 it will go with that 2, so it will be L equal b square over A, and if I will get it squared, so I will square that, it will be b power 4 and A power 2. Okay, let's take an example for that thing. Find the coordinates. So we need the coordinate of the two centers, the equation of two guides, value of central difference, and the length of the vertical focus length of the ellipse. So we find the coordinate of the two centers, the equations of the two guides. We need to get the equation of the two guides, value of the central difference, and the length of the vertical focus length. Okay, see here we have 9 x square 25 b square equal that. Let's take from that and try to get the solution. The solution means the equation, the standard, we have it like that. So if I divide x square over 25 and y square over 9, it will be that. From here we can get A and can get B. How it comes this one? Comes it from here, because if I'm going to divide by 9, it will be here, and if we divide by 25, it will be there, and that equal our equation here. Okay, Also, we can see that A equal 5 and B equal 3. And this is the relationship between both of us. As we said before, this is general equation now, and we'll talk it about here. So right now, if we apply here, so B equal 9, A equal 25, so it will be 25 because it's squared here and squared here, and we need to get that centricity right now. So centricity will be 4 over 5. Once we get that, so that equation will be the focus. The 2 points of focus are plus or minus 4. The two equations will be A over A, so 25 over 4 plus or minus, and the length apply, so 2B over A, 18 over 5, so we get the equation. Okay, now we wanted to get the parallel ellipse equation is pivotal to the coordinate x-axis or coordinate axis. Supposing أنا عندي this point O dash, A and beta moving around O dash with their parallel stay parallel to their original position of figure 5. Let's see what is calling here. So x equal A plus x, y equal beta alpha plus A dash and beta plus y dash. So we need to get OX dash and OY dash, and our equations will change like this. From this we can return it back to the x, and from that we can return it back to the A to the y. So suppose this our beta, alpha and beta, and this our original one, and we just move changing to x and y. So our new coordinate is y dash and x dash, so it will be something like that. How does it come? Easy. Look at that one. From here we'll find that the original one equal beta plus y dash, and the original one for x will be alpha plus x dash. Our equation changed to that, so we cannot work with this, so we should return back this one to x and this one to y. So how come? So I can get that one out and bring this one to n. So that means y dash equal beta minus y, and x dash will be x minus alpha, and it will be like that: x minus alpha square, y minus beta square over a square and b square. So whenever you know the new coordinates, so you will just subtract from the value of x which you wanted to get it back, and over a square and b square you can get our equation. Write the ellipse equation, that our example. So we have that 16x square, 9x and whatever there. On the other hand, on the other form, standard form, we find axial equations, their length and the coordinate its axis, the equations of the directories, and the length of each focus. So we have length of each focus, number 1 and number 2. Find the axial equation, number 1, their length, number 2, the coordinate of the two axes, number 3, and the equation of the two directions, number 4, and the length of the focus. So we need 5 determines. Let's see the solution. By compensating of the square, so this one, we can make it like that. So 16, we will get, we will take a common factor 16, and here it will be x squared minus 2x from that, and in 9, the common factor y squared plus 4, so it will be 9, and we can work with that one like that, and now our equation like this. So divided by 140, so it will be this our equation, similar exactly to what we have before. So a it will be 1, sorry, alpha it will be 1, and beta it will be 2, and a this and b this, so a equals 3 and beta equal, so our axis will be like that, and that is changed. Hence the largest ellipse axis is the parallel to the y axis, and the smaller one axis is parallel to the x axis. So a equal 4, b equals 3, the length of the axis 8 and 6, the ellipse center point 1 and minus 2, the equation of the smaller axis is x equal minus 1, and the combining the relation between b and a, so we can get e, and we can get AE greater than square root of 7, and also we have 2 foci like that, and we have the equation y square, y and plus or minus. Okay. Finally, we can get to the polar of equation of that ellipse. We have first case, and in that case we want to change the polar instead of the Cartesian with working with r and theta, as we have usually the change between x and y, so we can get r and theta. If any point on the figure of the ellipse, we'll see that x equal r cosine theta and y equal r sine theta, and that's our change. So if our general ellipse like that, so the polar one, it will be like this. So it will be r, so it will be cosine square theta over a, sine square theta over b, 1 over r square. So that was change our phase. The other one, the second case, it has be if at any of them the definitions of the deficiency is that, suppose that we have BO equal E BN equal E DM. So let's see the face, the shape. Our BN there, and our BO there, and our BM there, and our DM there. So if we talk about BO, that distance equal to centricity multiply BN, and the centricity multiply DM. So that one and this one is a function of E. So then R, it will be equal to E, OD, and plus OM. Where is OD? OD and OM, so all that one. E, OM, that one, it will be R cosine theta, and OD still the same. To get OD, we will get it from the chord, and then R it will be equal L plus ER cosine theta. If you want to get the polar function, so we will take R outside, it will be L over R 1 minus E cosine theta, and that will be the end of our lecture. And I will send you the PDF file to know exactly what I'm talking about, and I need to read that PDF because it will have some other things that will help you in solving more equation and some other examples. Please study that well, because the exam it will be contain that examples maybe and some other exercise. Thank you and goodbye.